I am Uday, Assistant Professor, Department of CSE. So today I am going to explain about data science using Python, which is comes under skill oriented course for you. So the course agenda for today is, so what I am going to teach you is first of all I will explain the topic, which is what is data science, and second one is data science process, working with NumPy and working with Pandas as well. So to learn NumPy and Pandas, you have to understand what is data science first, and you have to understand the process of data science also to get clear understanding about NumPy and Pandas. Okay, first of all, what is data science? Data science is the study of data. Data science is a study of data. To extract meaningful insights for business. So to understand this sentence, I just explain you a small example. Imagine you are maintaining a small shop. So suppose person 1 came, he purchased bread, butter, jam, and person 2 came, he too purchased bread, butter and jam again. Person 3 came, imagine you are running one shop, so already 2 persons came, they purchased this, and person 3 came and he purchased bread, butter and milk this time. Okay, and person 4 came, he purchased bread, butter and jam again. So this is what happened in your shop today. Imagine, suppose 8 persons will come tomorrow. You imagine 8 persons might come tomorrow. Then how many bread packets you have to maintain in your shop? 8 bread packets. How many butter packets you have to maintain? 8 persons are coming. Everybody will purchase regarding previous history. So again 8. And how many milk packets? So for 4 persons, only 1 person is getting milk pack. So you have to maintain only 2 milk packets in your shop, and jam packets. So 3 on, it means 6 for 8 persons. So this is a small business enhancement by using your previous data. By using your sales, you invented something that is nothing but meaningful insight for business enhancement. So this is the main advantage of using data science. So it is useful for, here it is meaningful insight, for example, and this is useful for your business enhancement as well. And also data science is used everywhere nowadays. Suppose you are habituated of watching YouTube. If you are watching comedy videos regularly, YouTube is suggesting you to, tempting you to watch comedy videos whenever you start opening YouTube. That is the great thing of data science. That is because of data science. They are getting your data. Right now you are watching my video. They will get your data and they will suggest you the content like this educational video in future. So they are collecting your data, they are analyzing, and they are tempting customers to purchase or watch, whatever it may be. That is all for business development. That is the advantage. there you have to predict the values like that. So, and also it is a multidisciplinary approach. So if you want to become a data scientist, only one subject is not sufficient. You have to learn more subjects, which is called multidisciplinary approach, that combines principles and practices from the fields of mathematics. You have idea on mathematics, you must have an idea on statistics in the mathematics, AI and other computer engineering to analyze large amount of data. You have knowledge on analyzing the data using SQL, etc., like Excel, CSV, etc. So this is simply we can say what is data science. Data science is nothing but you have to get meaningful insights used for enhance your business. Next, steps involved in data science. So first of all, define the business problem. So data science steps, you must be aware to learn NumPy and Pandas topics. That's why I'm explaining all these. Remember that, okay? So next, data science process. Define the business problem. First of all, you started working on data science. One person came to you to give you project to implement data science. First of all, you have to define the business problem. How you define the business problem is you have to question yourself. What type of customers, how much you have to achieve in the next year. So that all type of questions, and you are getting the problem means you have to define it initially. So next, collect raw data. Collect raw data. So already you got a problem, so you have to collect the data. Yes, you may collect already existing data, or it may be purchased by somebody else. Like that, you have to collect the data, use it to implement data science. Yeah, if there is no data, what you will do? So you have to collect the data. And next, third one is data preparation for process the data analysis. So you already collected data, there may be some missing values in it. Or else, suppose you collected data, one person sent data in the format of DD, MM, YY. Another person send data MM, DD, YY, like that. Like that. Yes, of course. Both are date formats only, date data types. So you have to convert into all the data into one standard, any one standard format, that is data preparation for process the data analysis. That is one of the example. So like that, you have to prepare the data for data analysis. After preparing data analysis, exploratory data analysis. So whatever the data after then maybe you already cleaned, so data cleaning is nothing but you have to clean the data sometimes. So you have to get what is the required data. Suppose you have to get result analysis for a single section. How many students passed, like that? How many got A grade, how many got B grade? I am going to office room and I am asking all the data of you. There I don't want your address, I don't want your email ID, I don't want your phone number, etc., etc. details. Of course it is there in the sheet, but I don't need all those to get the result analysis. Yes, result analysis means only your result is enough for me, but why to get your address details, why to get your all those? So that is wasting. So whatever the data which is required one, that is chosen from EDA process, exploratory data analysis. Next, model the data. After getting the data used to analysis, you have to implement some data science algorithm in it. Of course, data science algorithm nothing but machine learning algorithm, like K means regression, the type of algorithms are there. You have to implement those algorithms, which is called modeling the data. And after modeling, you will get a result, but you have to self check it. That is called evaluation. You have to check it after completion of all 5 steps. You have to check whether you get correct outcome according to business problem or not. You have to self evaluate. If any problem is found, you have to restart all the process again. So this is cyclic process. Once you think you got correct data science outcome, then you will deploy it. Nothing but visualization and communication of result. That is, you are submitting your project to your concerned client. So this is the steps involved in data science process. Why I explain these steps means here the words data, understanding data. So understanding data, data cleaning, etc. These terms are discussed. So to implement these all steps, you need to use NumPy, Pandas, etc., etc. You understand? These all are data science process steps. So to implement these steps practically, you have to use NumPy and Pandas. That's why I explained what is data science and data science process in this video. So the subject name is data science using Python. So first of all, you must have a basic idea on data science and its processes. Now let us go to the first lab program 1, which is working with NumPy. Working with NumPy. Okay, let us start this. NumPy is a Python library. So it is a predefined Python library offering by Python. Used for working with arrays. You already know about arrays. Okay, so arrays. So to create arrays using Python programming, we have to use NumPy. Okay, but already there is lists already there. Why you are introducing one more topic? Yes, in Python we have lists that serve the purpose of arrays. It's already there. Then but they are slow to the process. But lists are there, but they are slow to the process. They are very slow when compared to NumPy arrays. So NumPy aims to provide an array object that is up to 50 times faster than the traditional Python list. So you can store array values using list, but when you use NumPy, then you will get a 50 times faster access than the traditional list. That is the main advantage of using NumPy arrays. The array object in NumPy is called ND array. So here array is object and its name, its type is name type is ND array, like int, like float. The object name is ND array here, that you have to remember. Next, creating NumPy array object. So here it is. To create a NumPy array object, you have to import this concern one. So here it is. Check it. So you have to write import NumPy. So you have to import that NumPy to your program to implement this. So instead of writing NumPy every time, you can use NP. Here you can see I used NP. So instead of writing NumPy, so I'm using NumPy as NP. That's why. Okay. So that is alias name we can say. So here I created this is 0-dimensional array. So NumPy used to create array objects. So first of all, to create an array object, so how many dimensions are there? 0-dimensional, 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional. If you did not keep any brackets here, we call it as a 0-dimensional array. So if it is called 1-dimensional array, 1 bracket. If you put 2 brackets, we call it as 2-dimensional array. If you put 3 bracket, it is called a 3-dimensional array. So like this, by using array of method or function, you can create NumPy array object. So here one zero dimensional, the way of creating zero dimensional array is like that, 1D is like that, 2D is like that, 3D is like that. If I print A, then output will be like this. If I print A, because it is zero dimensional array, I pass the value 42. Next, if I print a one dimensional array, then the output will be like this. You can see only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 placed in one brackets, square brackets of course. So C, you can see the values are placed like this. The output will be like this. So here what you are doing is you are sending some data and printing the same data. So that is you are creating data and printing the same, whether it is created or not. You are just checking that. So if you pass data like this in 3-dimensional way, then output will be in this format. So this is creating NumPy array object. So by using array function, right? So 1-dimensional array creation, 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional is explained here. Next, array object dimensions. So in previous slide I explained this is a 0-dimensional array. This is a 0-dimensional array, this is 1-dimensional array, this is 2-dimensional array, and this is 3-dimensional array. To get that practically we have to call array name dot ndim. You have to call dot ndim, then it will print, yes, it is 0-dimensional array, it printed 0. This is 1-dimensional, B is 1-dimensional array, it printed 1, 2, and for 3-dimensional array it printed 3. So to check the dimensions of given array object, we have to use ndim. Okay, dot ndim will return the dimensions of the given array. And come to data type, shape and size. So here you can see data type. So you know already data types, int to float, like that. So here what data type you used every time? In A they used integer data type. In B also they used. So I just called A dot data type. So what is the data type used here? Int. So it will return int here. So what is the shape of the array? Here I called C. So shape of this matrix or array you can get, and this is the size. How many elements are there? So let us see that practically then. So int is the answer for that A dot D type. C dot shape, it will return 2 by 3 and the size is 12. If you see this is 2 by 3 matrix or 2 by 3 array, so it returned that one only. So D dot size, what is the size? Size means how many elements are there? Let us check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is the answer returned by dot size. So this is how you get data type, shape and size. Okay, next, array object indexing. Indexing means, if you see the index means one white, why you are teaching all these? Remember one thing, in data science process you will get some data, you have to understand the data. This is nothing but understanding data, size, shape, etc. So why to understand data? Why to understand data? To implement data science algorithm you have to understand the data first. That's why this topic also comes under NumPy also used for data science. Remember that. Why I am teaching? Why I thought what is data science? So in the data science process you have to understand the data before implementation or before modeling the data. So this all comes under understanding the data. That's why I am explaining all this. Okay. So here is some data. So you are understanding something about it. What is index number means? If you consider this is the zeroth index of this given array. This is first index, this is second index, third index. So this is the index position of the given array. So b of 2 means what is the b of 2 value here? It will print 3 here, value 3 here. Next 1 1 1. So here this is 0 0 0 1 0 2 1 0 1 1 1 2, like this it will occupy. So it will print 1 5, number 5 for C of 1 by 1. So here it is 0 0 0 0 0 1, like that. So I am printing initial value means it will print 1. So that is nothing but indexing. So you can print the values according to the array index also. So that is what we did here. So let us see that what is the output for this. So for b of 2, as it is 3, and for this 5, and for this 1. So okay, so next slicing. What is slicing? Slicing horizontally and vertically, you know all that. Slicing means cutting. So you can cut your array horizontally and vertically also. Let us see. I created an array. I create an array with how many brackets are there? 2. So it is 2-dimensional array. So I created an array like this. So let us see the output first. So this is print A means this part. So I printed given array once to check. After slicing, I am just slicing 1 colon. So if I write 1 colon means, remember this is the 0th, this is first, this is second. So I am writing 1 colon means it will consider up to this part only. So this is printed after slicing. 1 colon. I will tell you more options. Don't worry. So this is the first option, slicing in slicing's topic. This is the first option only. Okay. So after slicing, okay, right. Next, slicing continued. More options using slicing. So here you can see. First of all, I have printed the same array like this. See what I did here, I printed print A means this one. Print A, given array printed nicely. If I write 0 comma, so what are the index positions? This is the 0th index position, this is 1th index position, this is the 2nd index position. Okay. If I write 0 comma dot dot dot, 0 comma dot dot dot, then it will print what is 0 comma dot dot dot. So from 0th position, which one is there? 1 2 3, only 1 2 3. Okay, so 0th position is printed successfully. Next 1 comma dot dot dot. What is there? 1th position, this one printed here. So output for this one is this. If I write 2, yes, of course 2 is nothing but 6 7 8. So I sliced horizontally 1 2 3 0 comma dot 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 4 5 6 1 comma dot 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 4, 6 7 8 2 comma dot dot dot. So this is the thing you have to slice horizontally. Okay, next, if I write dot 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 comma 0, if I write dot 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 comma 0, so here what is the first injection positions? 1 4 6. These all things with the help of 0 comma dot 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 all printed here. 6 7 8, sorry, 1 4 6, 1 4 6. Just simply okay, now it is clear. So if you write 0 comma dot 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 comma 0, it will print the first positions. If you write dot 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 comma 1, it will print 2, 5, 7 like that. So like that 1, 4, 6 is printed. Next, if I write dot 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 comma 1 colon, dot 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 comma 1 colon, see this is 0th one, this is first one, this is second one. So I write 1 colon means this part only considered and printed successfully. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is about slicing horizontally and vertically. Okay, so like that you can implement more functions using NumPy. There I explained few only. Okay, so now it's time for you to, so in that learning topic of NumPy, what do you understand is you are taking some data in the form of array and you are understanding the size, slicing, etc., etc. So that is one of the step in the data science process. Understanding the data is the part of data science process. That's why you learned NumPy also, right? Next, working with pandas. Now what you will learn, what you understand about pandas, I will tell you. See, first of all, what is pandas? So pandas is a Python library. This is also like NumPy. This is also a library. Wait. So this is also Python library like NumPy, used for working with data sets. Data set is nothing but if the data is presented in the form of rows and columns, we call it as data sets. Okay, so this is data sets. Okay, it has function for analyzing, cleaning, exploring and manipulating data. So it contains more functions for data analyzing. So this is also under data science process. You have to analyze sometimes data, you have to clean data, and you have to explore data, you have to manipulate data, all those things. Sir, I can do all this using Microsoft Excel also. Why you are using NumPy and Pandas like that? Yes, if you are using Microsoft Excel, you have to stick with the options given there. If you want to define new option, you have to use NumPy and Pandas. Very, very important to become a data scientist, right? So it supports different file formats. Okay, it supports array objects, it supports that Excel to import data, it supports Excel, it supports CSV, comma separated values, etc. So to implement these Pandas functions, you can use any file format. The name Pandas has a reference to panel data. So we call it panel data and Python data analysis. So Pandas, you can say just because of panel data and Python data analysis. So because of that, the name came. So this is also library like NumPy. Let us see. Okay, working with pandas, continued. Okay, these pandas supports 3 data structures. So actually we can create a series, we can create a data frame, we can create series, we can create data frame, we can create panels using this pandas library. But for demonstration purpose, I will teach pandas concepts using data frames. So here in our examples, I will create data frames, then I will implement pandas functions on that data frame values. Understand? So similarly you can use series, similarly you can use panels also, right? So what I am going to use now? Data frames. Okay, so create a data frame using list. Create a data frame using list. Here it is. So you have to write import pandas as PD. To import NumPy, what did you write in the previous concepts? You write import NumPy as NP. Here import pandas as PD. Okay, so now I created a list. Here it is a list. This is the way of creating list, you know already in the Python. So you created that list is equal to A, B, C, D, E. So some characters are passed in the list. Now you are adding that list to data frame function. So you are writing pd dot data frame. So it is dl is equal dl variable dl is equal to pd dot data frame. You write list as an argument to that function. So if you print that data list, look at this output. It is printed in the form of rows and columns. So this is 0th row. So here it is for serial number is not there. So this is the serial number or index number, and this is the values. I already told you, data in pandas must be in the form of rows and columns only. That's why. Okay. Next, so this is one of the way of creating data frame. Okay. Now, after creating data frame, create a data frame using dictionary. Yes. So shall I use I used that list only. Shall I use a dictionary to create a data frame? Yes, you can use dictionary also. So here it is way of creating dictionary. Already you know why I write import pandas as pd. So you know already. So to implement pandas methods, you have to write pandas. You have to import the pandas library. So here data is equals to name colon Raj, Ram, Robert, Rahim, and age for attribute age 23, 45, 67, 43. So this data is added to data frame, and I taken variable name as df. Now if I print df, what will happen? See, simply remember this. This is the table heading. This is the values in the table. Simply remember like that. So see the output to understand that. See this. Name is an attribute and the values are Raj, Ram, Robert, Rahim. So I passed the values like this. This is the way of creating dictionary in Python programming. So I printed those values. Okay. Now you understand how to create a list and how to create a dictionary for and implementing all those in data frame. Now see the pandas library main things. So here I taken attributes name, age, address, education, all those. So now here I consider attributes name and the values are Raj, Ram, Robert, Rahim. And for age attribute I consider values 23, 45, 67, 43. For address attribute I write HYD, TPG, MTM, ELR. For education attribute I pass the values BE, BA, BSc, BTech. Like this I passed values to the dictionary. But I don't want all those values. I want the attribute values of name and education only. Then simply write df, just write that attributes names. So here it is, a single quotation is required. Okay. So if I write print df of name, comma, education, then it will print comma is written here. So okay, if I write like this, then the values will be name, education. Only these two attributes are printed because I'm intended to get these values only. That's why I passed those two values to the df values. So I got those two values only. This is way of getting column selection. If there is so many columns, so now back to data science process. You are intended to get the result analysis. That time you only need results of a student, of a class. Don't need address details, don't need phone number, don't need email ID. So getting required data is important in data science process. Here also you did the same. You created dictionary, you passed some values, and you used only name and education values. Understand why I explained data science process, right? Next, column selection. Next, checking missing values using is null. Okay, right now see this. Here I imported both. Import pandas as PD. Okay, you know how to import pandas as PD, and also you import numpy as NP. So why I imported NP also? Because if you are not passing, here already the concept is missing values. What is missing values, sir? Yes, I will tell you an example for that. Suppose I ask you to submit a Google form. Sometimes you may not send all the details. Yes, some persons may not send all the details every time. That time if I try to analyze your data, then what will happen? I can't analyze properly. So here it is. Whether missing values are there or not, I have to check it first. Or for example, I am going to analyze your result analysis. Few persons absent for few exams. Then how can I analyze completely? I have to remove it, na? I have to remove it. Then only I will get accurate analysis. How many passed? How many got A grade, like that. So if the person didn't write the exam, how can I analyze myself, my exam? So that is not possible. So that time you have to find out the missing values first. So if you didn't enter any data, if missed any values like that, so then computer will understand np.nan. So that's why I imported NumPy also. Here np. If you didn't enter any data in your Google form, imagine, just that is not exactly correct. Imagine, so if you did not enter any data, then if you enter 100, okay, if you enter 20, okay, if you enter 30, okay. If you didn't enter any number, blank column means in my database data will be synced like this, np.nan, np.nan, not a number. Okay. Similarly, for match 1, for match 2, 50, 20, np.nan 70. For match 3, didn't enter any data and he entered 30, 80, 90. Okay, so how to get missing values? How can I understand? By using is null of function. By using is null of function, then look at this output. Then you can understand. Is null. Is null means if the number is not presented, is null, then it will give you true. Otherwise, false. For second one, missing value is not there, missing value is not there. Something is missed here. Match 1, match 2. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, sorry for this. See once. So here how to understand column wise. So that's why. Okay. So for match 1, here it is. For match 1, this one. Okay. Now you think. So for is null, if it is null, then it will say it will return true. So for first it is not null, this is not null, this is not null, this is null. So here it is not null, not null, not null, null. So if it is null, it will return true. Okay. For second match 2, match 2, not null, not null, null, not null. So here it is. False, false, true, false. If the data is not there, it will show true. Okay. Next, match 3. Match 3 is the heading. So null, not null, not null, not null. So true, false, false, false. So this is the way to understand the given data. All right. So checking missing values. Here you did check your missed values, right? Next, checking missing values using in the previous slide you used is null. Here not null. Here you are going to use not null. So not null means opposite to that one, vice versa operation. So if it is there, if it is not there, it will show. See, check the output first. This is exactly opposite to the previous output. So here it is. Value is present, then it will return true, otherwise false. Here it is true, 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 false. You can see true, 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 false. For match 2, true, true, false, true. True, true, false, true. For match 3, false, true, true, true. It is exactly opposite to the previous slide. If the data is present, it will return true, otherwise false. Okay, so false. So is null and which is opposite to not null. So by using those two methods, you are finding missing values. Okay, what you will do after missing values? Dropping missing values using drop NA off. Yes. For example, I will tell you. Suppose you want to analyze the result analysis of a students of a class. Result analysis means how many students passed, how many got A grade, how many got B grade. But if some students are failed to write the exam, which means they are absent, then you should not consider those results for result analysis. That is nothing but finding missing values. Once you find the missed values, you have to drop it. There is no need of it. So here you can see, I am going to drop that missed values. Check that output first. So I dropped missed values. Okay, so this is nothing but you can check. For first one, for 0th one, 100 is there, okay. Wait, 100 is there, okay. 50 is there, okay. Not a number. 20 is there. For first column, 20 is there and 30 is there. It is printed. 20 is there, 20 is there and 30 is there. It is printed successfully. For third one, 30 is there, but here not there. Here is there. But for fourth column, so it is not there. It is there. It is there. So for first index of each dictionary value, 20 is there, 20 is there, 30 is there, which is in the first index. Those values only, those three values only printed. That is nothing but dropping missed values. Yes, why to drop missed values? To analyze exactly, you have to drop the missed values. You can't do with the, if you analyze with the missed values, you will get wrong, worst, you can say anything more than that, you will get that type of results. So to analyze the data for data science process, you have to drop the values. That's what you did practically here. So here in my video, I explained about data science, what is data science and process, and implementing using NumPy and Pandas as well. So that's it.